You ever wonder which budget rifle will actually perform when the conditions go sideways? Today we're cutting through the showroom shine and spec sheets to show you practical rifles that outclass a stock AR-15 in real rolls, PCCs for low over-penetration work, piston-driven rigs for sustained suppressed use, and hardened AK roller systems for grit and cheap ammo. I'll point out the mission each design wins, what to test at the range, and the single maintenance habit that saves you from a bad day. Want gear that earns its place on a kit list, not just a thumbnail? Subscribe to Firearms Standard. Hit follow and get field-proven picks, real test protocols, and zero marketing fluff. Ruger PC Carbine. If your mission set includes vehicle work, entry in tight spaces, or patrol routes where over-penetration is a real concern, a 9mm PCC, like the Ruger PC Carbine, earns a hard look. This is a takedown design that's easy to stow and quick to put back together. The practical advantage is simple. Commonality with pistol magazines and lower penetration terminal effects compared with a .223 5.56, which changes how you plan room entries and urban patrols. On the firing line, the PC Carbine rewards familiar fundamentals. It's not a precision rifle, but its recoil impulse is mild and follow-ups are fast. That makes it user-friendly for less trained shooters or for high round count qualification where fatigue is a factor. Magazines matter here. Reliability hinges on good mags and feed lips. If you plan to issue or train on the platform, standardize one magazine type and test it across the ammo types you'll carry. Logistics and training are the PC's core selling points. Units that run common pistol ammo across platforms reduce supply complexity and can train more easily. One ammo, multiple platforms. That also lowers training costs. 9mm is cheaper than full-power rifle rounds and easier on shooters learning fundamentals. On the downside, terminal effectiveness past short ranges drops off faster than rifle calibers. If engagement distances stretch beyond close quarters, the PC Carbine is a compromise, not a replacement. Maintain simple cleaning discipline and verify magazine function. Those two steps keep the platform in the fight. Typical price. MSRP commonly listed around $599 to $999 depending on model and magazine capacity. Kel-Tec SU16C. The SU16C is the pack-it-and-forget-it rifle. Lightweight polymer, a folding stock, and a self-contained gas system make it appealing for hikers, vehicle crews, or anyone who needs a compact 5.56 223 package that won't demand space. Its glass-filled nylon frame keeps weight down, and the folding geometry makes it easy to carry in small compartments or slings. Performance expectations must be managed. The SU16C's gas system is designed for reliability in a small package, but accuracy and ergonomics are never going to match a full-length AR built for precision. What it does well is give a usable, workmanlike rifle you can deploy fast and move with. If you plan to use an SU16C as a throwaway patrol backup, maintain it with realistic expectations. Use quality ammo, keep the gas ports clean, and practice transitions from folded to fired positions until the movement is smooth. Care and maintenance are straightforward but critical. Polymer frames and exposed hinge points demand inspection. Look for play in the folding joint and keep the locking surfaces free of grit. For users who prize portability over perfect ergonomics, the SU16C offers a legitimate low-weight option that performs well inside its envelope. Don't expect long-range miracles. Do expect a useful emergency rifle that you can carry all day with minimal fatigue. Typical price, new retail, $600 to $750. Market listings vary. Used examples commonly $400 to $500. Brownells BRN-180. The BRN-180 is an engineered answer to common AR trade-offs. Take the Stoner lineage, add a rigid OPROD upper and short-stroke piston operation, and you get a platform that resists the heat and timing shifts that plague DI rifles under suppression or heavy use. That OPROD arrangement locks the barrel and rail system together more rigidly. So when you mount optics and run extended strings, point of impact remains more consistent. What makes the BRN-180 attractive for teams is the marriage of familiar ergonomics with a gas system tuned for durability. Short-stroke pistons reduce carrier tilt and keep hot gases out of the action, which helps when you plan to suppress or run long endurance cycles. For armorers, the parts list is mostly AR compatible, but inspect the unique upper components and factor them into your spares kit. OPROD pieces and piston assemblies need to be on hand if you field these at scale. On the range, the BRN-180 feels like a precise, reliable AR variant. The extra rigidity gives you a slightly tighter grouping potential, and the piston system smooths felt impulse for faster follow-ups. Field strip and maintenance are within the armorer's standard training, but add an acceptance test for the OP-ROD upper interface after any barrel or accessory swap. If your mission set includes suppressed work, vehicle stowage, or heavy endurance firing, the BRN-180 is the budget-minded step up from a straight DIAR without forcing you into a different manual of arms. Typical price: upper complete unit pricing commonly around $800 $1,000, Gen 2 to Gen 3 uppers, often listed near $899 for typical configurations. PTR 32KFR. The PTR 32KFR is essentially a modern take on the HK91 roller-delayed principle in a compact 308 package. Roller-delayed blowback gives the rifle a distinct feel compared with gas-operated systems, less carrier mass, a different impulse profile, and a mechanical simplicity that tolerates a lot of abuse when properly maintained. That system also often yields smooth recoil characteristics for a battle-caliber carbine because the action delays the bolt opening mechanically rather than relying on gas timing. For units needing a short, hard-hitting rifle in 7.62 NATO, the PTR's compact form factor makes it easier to maneuver in vehicles and tight spaces than a full-length battle rifle. On the range, the PTR 32KFR shoots like a compact precision tool when you feed it good ammo. The fixed-barrel, solid receiver geometry contributes to consistent POI and helps if you mount optics. Feeding and extraction are generally robust with quality brass. The roller-delayed system can be more sensitive to head spacing and bolt roller wear if neglected, so inspection intervals should be stricter than a standard AR. Ergonomics are familiar enough. Modern stocks and rails make accessory mounting straightforward. But remember, magazines and some controls differ from AR ergonomics, so train muscle memory accordingly. Typical price: expect street prices roughly $900 to $1,600 depending on configuration and market availability, higher for special editions or hard-to-find builds. CZ Bren 8-05. The Bren 8-05's core strength is its integrated one-piece upper. That monolithic rail ties the barrel, receiver, and handguard into a single rigid platform, so optics and iron sights hold point of impact when you mount heavier accessories or swap grips. In practice, that means less time re-zeroing after adding lights, lasers, or thermal/optic combos, a real benefit for teams who mix kit frequently. The short-stroke piston system complements that stiffness by keeping combustion gases and Kirsch-Carbon out of the receiver and bolt carrier area, which reduces fouling and lowers routine maintenance demands compared with direct impingement rifles under similar duty cycles. Quick-change barrels are another operational advantage. Swap to a short barrel for close quarters work, then fit a longer, heavier barrel for overwatch or precision tasks without buying a second rifle. That flexibility also lets you match barrel twist and length to the specific cartridge and bullet weight you plan to run, which matters when you want consistent terminal performance and accuracy across mission profiles. From an armorer's point of view, the Bren uses some proprietary interfaces, so acceptance testing after any barrel or upper swap is non-negotiable. Verify headspace, timing, and function with the mission load before issuing. On the range, the rifle tends to deliver repeatable zeros and reliable cycling across a range of 5.56 loads. The piston action smooths felt impulse, which helps follow-ups and reduces wear on the carrier. The trade-offs are weight and slightly higher parts complexity versus a basic DIAR, plan spares for the upper barrel fittings, and add an OQ for barrel change routines. Typical retail sits around $1,100 to $2,000, depending on configuration, which positions the Bren 8-05 as a mission-capable alternative when durability, modularity, and suppression tolerance matter. Smith & Wesson M&P15 Sport II. The M&P15 Sport II aims at the sweet spot: AR ergonomics and manual of arms with price accessibility. Smith & Wesson tightened QC and matched gas timing to a mid-length system on many models, which gives softer recoil impulse and more reliable extraction across a variety of civilian 5.56 loads. For agencies or individuals on a budget, the Sport II offers a familiar platform that integrates with common training and holster systems. No new manuals of arms to write. On the range, expect an AR-like experience. Predictable trigger feel, stock triggers aside, manageable recoil, and strong parts compatibility with a broad ecosystem of aftermarket upgrades. The Sport II's limitations are well known: basic stock triggers and standard barrel profiles, but those are easy to address with low-cost upgrades if mission sets demand them. Logistics are straightforward: standard Stanag mags, usual AR parts, and common optics mounting solutions. For a budget-conscious unit or a private owner who wants an AR feel without a premium price, The M&P15 Sport II is a pragmatic, field-proven entry. Typical price. Street prices often sit around $600 to $850 for new Sport II models. Promo or used deals push prices lower on the secondary market. IWI Galil Ace Gen 2. The Galil Ace Gen 2 is the modern answer to the old question, can you keep AK-level durability while adding ergonomics that matter to modern shooters? The Ace takes the AK lineage, its stamped, milled heritage depending on model, and refines the gas system, bolt timing, and controls so the rifle runs well on a variety of ammunition and remains reliable in grit and weather. Where it wins is in the blend, a stout, dependable action married to modern furniture, railed handguards, and improved sights that let you mount optics and lights without hacking the receiver. On the range, the Ace feels more civilized than an original AK while preserving the AK's tolerance for steel-cased ammo and poor maintenance cycles. Recoil impulse is blunt but manageable. The stock geometry and improved pistol grip tame follow-ups compared with older irons. For units operating in austere conditions or those who want a use-it-hard rifle that accepts suppressors and optics, the Ace's design reduces mission risk by being forgiving of rough handling. Armorer support is straightforward. While not AR parts, wear items are broadly available and the platform's durability reduces downtime. Typical price. Expect new IWI Galil Ace Gen 2 rifles in the $900 to $700 range depending on caliber, 5.56, 7.62, configuration, and included furniture. Palmetto State Armory KS47. The KS47 bridges two worlds, AR-style ergonomics and the 7.62 F39 ballistics that give you heavier bullet mass and different barrier performance than 5.56. PSA's engineers addressed the usual incompatibilities: reinforced bolt, modified barrel extension, and mags designed to feed reliably with the AR-style feed ramp. So the rifle behaves like an AR to the hands while delivering the terminal effects of 7.62 F39. That makes it an attractive choice for units or owners who want familiar controls, sling points, and optics mounts, but need the harder-hitting cartridge for certain roles. In the field, the platform shines when you respect the ammo and magazine variables. Not all 7.62 F39 mags are equal. Use vetted magazines and run the exact load-to-mag combos you plan to carry. Expect to spend time on acceptance testing, endurance cycles, function tests with your mission rounds, and mag change drills under stress. When properly set up, the KS47 runs reliably and gives solid stopping power inside typical engagement distances for this cartridge. Ergonomics are an operational plus. If your people already train on AR pattern rifles, muscle memory carries over, controls, cheek weld, and reload mechanics feel familiar, so transition time is minimal. Armorers should stock reinforced bolts and AR-compatible spares, and teams should standardize mags and document load mag pairings. For budget-conscious buyers who want AR handling with 7.62 F39 performance, the KS47 is a pragmatic compromise that rewards careful ammo selection and disciplined acceptance testing. Typical price. Street pricing usually sits around $600 to $900 for new KS47 rifles, depending on furniture and barrel length. Ruger Mini 14. The Mini 14's strength is simple. It's a no-nonsense rifle that reliably delivers 223 5.56 performance without demanding precision-tuned loads or obsessive maintenance. Its Garand-derived rotating bolt gas system and longer barrel help ensure a full powder burn, which smooths the recoil impulse and stabilizes velocity compared with many short-barrel AR builds. That engineering choice pays real dividends in the field. Follow-ups feel more consistent, and the rifle stays on target better during strings of fire, which is why the Mini 14 has long been a favored patrol and ranch rifle. Practical shooting behavior is forgiving. The Mini 14 groups well enough for duty work and tends to accept a broad range of factory ammo without the kind of picky feeding issues you can see on highly tuned precision rifles. It's not built for bench rest scores. It's built to get rounds on target where it counts and to keep doing it day after day. That makes it a solid option for units or owners who run varied ammunition for training and duty, or for shooters who want a reliable working rifle that won't complain about off-brand ammo during high-round training. From a maintenance and issuance standpoint, the Mini 14 is low drama. Routine cleaning, a periodic check of gas and bolt components, and sensible inspection of the barrel and stock will keep it serviceable for years. For agencies or owners who prioritize uptime and broad ammo compatibility over match-grade accuracy, the Mini 14 is an efficient, long-lived choice. Typical price. New Ruger Mini 14 rifles commonly retail in the $900 file and 41 band, depending on finish and variant. Century WASR Gaton. The WASR line is the no-nonsense face of the AK world. Simple, robust, and built to survive neglect. Stamped receivers and chrome-lined barrels give these rifles a long service life, and their gas systems shrug off corrosive primers and steel-cased ammo that would foul more finely tuned designs. That tolerance makes the WASR a logical choice for units or owners who need a rifle that will keep running when maintenance windows are short or ammunition quality varies. You don't get precision match groups, but you do get a gun that eats cheap ammo and keeps returning fire. On the trigger side, expect a blunt, service-oriented impulse and a manual of arms that rewards repetition. Mag changes and immediate action procedures aren't AR drills, they're AK drills. Train to those differences and you'll be faster and more reliable under stress. Parts and mags are available in volume, which keeps spares and repair options practical for armories and high round count ranges. That availability is part of the platform's appeal for rough training cycles. Buyer caution is still required. Quality control varies across production runs and importers, so inspect headspace, rivet integrity, and barrel condition at receipt. Small faults can be fixed, but spotting them early saves headaches. For users who value durability, low maintenance tolerance, and cheap training ammo compatibility, the WASR is a pragmatic workhorse choice. Typical price: new WASR AK variants commonly retail $600 $850s for standard models. Customs, accessories, and upgraded parts push the price higher. Conclusion: this lineup proves a simple point. The best rifle is the one that fits your mission, logistics, and training cycle. Want low over-penetration and shared pistol logistics? Pick a PCC. Need compact 5.56 portability? Consider folding or polymer designs. Want hard-use endurance on cheap ammo? AK variants and roller piston systems earn their keep. If you need suppressed endurance-ready accuracy, piston-driven and monolithic designs close the gap on a direct impingement AR. Test mission loads, standardize mags, and keep a spare parts kit. Do that, and a budget tactical rifle can beat a standard AR in the role it was built for. Like and follow Firearm Standard.